Himmelgod, and now we're ready for episode number 7 of the Himmelgod Has Spoken. We are finally live, ready to go. Holy shit, let me tell you, man. I'm never always ready to do my shows on time that I want to. I'm not even prepared half the time to do my fucking notes. Excuse me for a second. I had a cough. There it goes again. Third time. Well, anyway, I have to prepare all my stuff with minimal time. So, usually because I work a lot now, I don't have all the moments I need to go ahead and get all my shit taken care of. And it's like you're writing everything at the last damn second. You know, I had a couple of things like ready, and then the rest of the time it's like very minimal time because of my work schedule. So it's a mess. We're going to do everything we can tonight to make sure everything runs smoothly. If I have a little flub here and there, it's because I probably haven't written it down in my show notes. It's the life of podcasting, folks. It's what I do. You know, I got to make sure all my shit is right. But we're going to have a very interesting show tonight. So if you're a gamer, this is the show for you. We got a lot to talk about gaming-wise, especially with E3 coming up in about a week and a half. Dude, it's going to be insane. What's going on, Broken Hardy's GOAT? Thank you for going ahead and joining me here tonight. Of course, Elias is in the house. We saw him here earlier, and he's going to be ready to go as well. We got a lot to go through tonight. Let's not hold up any more time. Let's get to it. Let's go ahead and get all the usual stuff out of the way before we get into all tonight's topics. Twitter. Obviously, guys, follow me over on Twitter at #highoctane_buzz. Right now, I checked Twitter. We're at 990 followers. We're going for 1,000. I usually don't like to bring up numbers but this one's actually a pretty good one. I want to get to that big one. I want to get to 1,000. So that's like a big goal for me, and you guys have been helping me out through the retweets and the messages I send, the likes, all that stuff. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. We're getting there. We're about 10 away from the big 1,000 over on Twitter. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot to me when you guys are taking care of that for me. YouTube, obviously, all episodes, of course, of the Himmelgod Has Spoken, after they are live here on Twitch, go right over to YouTube. And, of course, you can follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/BuzzKillerB. BuzzKillerB used to be my old name back in the Dreamcast days. We'll talk about that down the road, but it kind of carried over from then, from YouTube in the beginning, so I kind of carried over that name. So it's still there, but of course when you go there, it'll probably say #highoctane_buzz, and then soon it'll actually read the Himmelgod. So all this stuff is going to be changing up on YouTube, so it looks like one big brand. Yeah, JD, brand. I just don't need cats. But what can I say? Twitch, obviously, for anybody who's watching this on YouTube, and you're not there on Twitch yet, what are you waiting for? It's _Himmelgod over on Twitch. Over 260 followers now. Great things have been going on there on the channel. I think the content's been a little lacking because of the hotel internet. AJ Hoover, what's up, buddy? We will get taken care of. More content to Twitch down the line. I'm doing everything I can to give you something here for now, because eventually this podcast is going to move over to YouTube. What's up, D Moon? Oh boy, D Moon. I bet he's going to have an interesting night tomorrow on Monetize This. Hopefully he wants to cash in those points in the bank. We'll talk about points in the bank on this episode. What am I going to do with my points in the bank tomorrow on Monetize This? Am I going to cash in? Am I not going to cash in? Am I waiting for D-Moon to cash in? It's going to be very interesting. I'm going to talk about it right here. Some scenarios I'm thinking of for tomorrow night's Monetize This. What am I doing with my points in the bank? So I have over 4,000 points in the bank, because I think my points that I earned that night plus the 4,000 are going to carry over. I think D-Moon's got at least 2,300. Joe Cronin, I think, has 2118. I'm at 4,500 plus. So, yeah, Broken Hardy's GOAT calling for Himmel Champ. It's coming, man. It's coming. But I kind of want someone to win first. And I mentioned his name already. So I want him to cash in so we can go ahead and put the belt on him. So, little spoiler there. But other plans, just in case it doesn't happen, or maybe he chooses not to cash in, could see Himmel Champ tomorrow, but I'll talk more about that later on. Shout out, of course, to the one and only Joe Cronin. Follow it on Twitter at Real Cronin. Of course, the Corrupted Podcast channel on YouTube. And, of course, Joe Cronin Show, over 55,000 subs. Make sure you guys checking out Joe Cronin. Daily wrestling content. Even though Raw has been very dismal, SmackDown, it is what it is. Unfortunately, I kind of unsubscribed from WWE Network. So I kind of follow over for what Joe says on his reviews, which are a lot of fun, very entertaining. If you guys have never seen anything from Joe Cronin, if you're new here and you're subbing and you're following and everything, make sure you guys check out Joe Cronin, daily wrestling content. Of course, monetize this every Friday night. As I said, we'll be talking about monetize this here in this episode. And also join up on his Patreon, and you get, for as little as $1, you get the Corrupted Podcast on Saturday night. Steve C, what's up, Steve C? Thank you for being here. It looks like Nightbot kind of went after you. Sorry about Nightbot, folks. Nightbot can be a little bitch sometimes, and what can I say? But we'll kind of work on the Nightbot stuff as the time goes, so that you guys won't get too many of these warnings that show up. So we'll work on that. Make sure you guys also follow Foul Mouth Ken from Foul Mouth's Network. They got Foul Play, by the way, going on tonight. Just I kind of throw that out there for you with him and Lucky Low. Last night, of course, on Wednesday nights, you get Foul Mouths Live. Saturday, Insomniac, which is such a great show. Make sure you guys check out Ken on Twitter at Ken Foulmouths. And, of course, Foul Mouths Network over on YouTube. And, of course, you had FMN Nation, which is still going, even though Foul Mouths Network is now back from the strike from YouTube, so that he can go ahead and be on the air on that channel. And I think that's more important for him. He's got a couple thousand subs, and we want to make sure we get more for him on that channel. Ken Foul Mouths Network is awesome. He is the current, by the way, monetize this champion, although things not looking too good for him for tomorrow night, if you know what I mean. But make sure you guys follow over there with Ken. He's a great guy. He's looking to get a gaming show off the rails here with, of course, the Filthy Mouth Gamer and Cuddy Chris. He's also asked me to be a part of his gaming show. I'd love to do the gaming show, and hopefully we get the opportunity to get that off the ground very soon. I see that there, Broken He's going to say, Nightbot, shut the hell up. Yeah, Nightbot's a bitch sometimes. What can we say? Make sure you guys also check out Justin Bailey at Justin Bailey IN, jbshow.net. Make sure you guys check out JB Radio. A lot of stuff going on there on Justin Bailey's channel. He's got a little blog going on, so you get some articles every now and then. Of course, he's very busy right now with the NHL Finals and the Vegas Golden Knights, so good luck to them in the series there. I think it's tied at a game apiece right now with Washington. Gatekeeper Drew, let's talk about Gatekeeper Drew and the Derailed podcast. Make sure you guys are following Gatekeeper Drew at Gatekeeper5150 over on the Twitter, and of course Derailed Gatekeeper on YouTube. We have the Derailed podcast on Saturday nights. He does also special 30 minutes with some of the members of the community. You guys might want to definitely check that out. But we will have Derailed on Saturday night, so if you guys don't have Patreon and you don't have Corrupted, it's a good alternative for you to check out Derailed. I'm on Derailed all the time, so you guys get to check that out. We play Cards Against Humanity. We might throw other games in there. We got some great topics that we talk about. And just like the show is called Derailed, anything can happen. And the show gets derailed very often. So kind of check that out. It's going to be really cool, especially for this week. Don't know what there's planning this week, but hopefully within the next day or so, we'll kind of have an idea of what to expect on the next episode. And of course, finally, Billy Ricky. I always got to shout out Billy Ricky. I love Billy Ricky. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys here love Billy Ricky. The Insomniac warm-up show on Saturdays at around 7 o'clock. Of course, follow him on Twitter at BillyRicky03. Get all the information. He's also a Twitch user, so you guys can check him out over there. So a lot of great stuff for you guys to check out with Billy Ricky. So I've been dropping Moabs, by the way, on his show the last couple of weeks. He calls me the king of hype because I dropped some Moabs on him. And don't be too surprised if a few more Moabs show up on Saturday night, if you know what I mean. By the way, guys, here on Twitch, be sure to subscribe. Send a follow. If you're new here, hit the follow button. Subscribe if you guys want to as well. We got some new subscribers that we've had here. We're starting to get that subscribe thing going now that I am a Twitch affiliate here. Want to shout out, of course, to Elias and Johnny Ray Sinister, who are subs on this channel. Elias eventually is probably going to be a mod here on this channel as well. He's also a mod over on the YouTube channel. So that looks like that's going to happen. So I want to thank you for that. So you guys can send a subscribe if you want. I greatly appreciate it. I know content's been a little lacking right now because of this shitty hotel internet, but we're working as best as I can to give you guys more. And YouTube obviously is probably going to be the place to go. I'll talk a little bit about that here today. Of course, sub to the channel, free for Twitch Prime. If you have Twitch Prime, it's free to go ahead and send a sub. Greatly appreciate it if you guys want to sub to the channel. Again, it's not a requirement, but if you want to, it's there. Same thing about donations. If you guys want to drop any donations, the bits icon is there in the chat. If you guys want to drop some bits on the show and maybe even derail this show, you could do that. The bit icon is below, and they will show up on the Twitch alerts here, so you guys will get to see them live on the screen if anyone goes ahead and drops some bits. We are looking for the first bit dropper. We've already got the first couple of subscribers so far. We're waiting for the first bit dropper. So let's see who's going to be the number one guy, who's going to be the one that's going to be immortalized forever as the first ever person to drop a donation in terms of bits on the show. I'd love to see that happen. And eventually it'll come down the line. If it doesn't happen tonight, so what? It's not a big deal. But of course, all donations, whether they're through subscriptions or through the actual donations through bits or through Streamlabs, whatever it is, however you guys want to send something. Streamlabs also is live. It'll probably show up through Nightbot here in probably in a few minutes. It'll show you where you can donate through Streamlabs. We do have donations set up. All donations, by the way, support the channel only. They're not for me. They're not for me to put in my pocket. They're not for me to donate to Joe. Not for the Himmelgod Championship Fund. They're for this channel, to help build this channel, to give you a lot of cool stuff like overlays and everything I can put together here. Banners, giveaways for you guys. We got some giveaways eventually coming up. So there's a lot to say. There's Elias already talking about he's going to donate. And no pressure, guys. I'm not forcing you to do it. This is probably the only time I'll ever mention it, and that's it. Nightbot can do the rest, even though Nightbot wants to be a pain in the ass about cap warnings and stuff like that. Who knows? Nightbot gives me trouble on everyone else's channel when I type too damn much. It's like I want to say hi to Shell or someone else, and I can't say hi to them because Nightbot says, you've been typing too much, stop. It drives me crazy. But, hey, Nightbot's Nightbot. I gotta do what I gotta do. Nightbot's doing the job. Sometimes, as I said, it could be a bitch. So, all that out of the way, let's get to everything that we're going to have on the show today. Obviously, as I said, E3 news. A lot of leaks have been happening lately. And you know what? Let me talk about leaks for a second. Because when it comes to leaks, people want to say it's that I know somebody that's a brother, sister's cousin's roommate who works as a janitor over at Ubisoft or something, and here's the latest info for this such and such game, or they work at such and such company and say, here's this info they just sent and leaked to me. Listen, all that stuff is bullshit, okay? You want to know where these leaks really come from? It's PR, okay? These are these companies, the main publishers or manufacturers. It's the PR. The PR are the ones that are going ahead and making it look like it's a fucking leak, or they bring out like what supposedly might be a Reddit user. We will be getting into Fallout 76. Thank you, Steve. And Nightbot got you again. I'm sorry, Steve. You might want to get out of the all caps, bro. But he got his point across because we will be talking Fallout 76 here on the show. But yeah, it's all PR stuff. And it makes me feel like that E3, the one event I really look forward to all year, that is supposed to be Christmas for us gamers, has become, well, irrelevant. More and more. It's like people want to predict what they want to see and make predictions and really cool stuff that we want to wish for and could possibly happen. And yeah, they did announce a new Assassin's Creed, AJ Hoover. But hopefully they can give us some surprise, because I feel like we're losing the surprise of E3. But I will get into some of these leaks, especially, as I mentioned, Fallout 76, which was just revealed yesterday. Pokemon Let's Go. We got another Pokemon game coming, and especially another Pokemon game in 2019, so we'll get some of that little Nintendo news going. Also unveiled yesterday, Lego DC Supervillains was unveiled. Although I'm kind of a little bit falling out on the Lego games, I kind of liked some of them, like the Lego Star Wars and Lego Marvel Superheroes and stuff like that. I really get into them. My nephew was really the one that helped me get into it a little bit more, where we would play Jurassic World and stuff like that. I love Lego games. They're fun, they're entertaining, it's great in between all the hardcore stuff I would play, and I want to do more of that. So we're going to, talk about that. But the more I hear about some of these leaks, by the way, the more the Walmart Canada thing that they put up, that leak they put up with all the box shots, which were just regular, placeholders, were true. They're true. I'm still even, you know what? Borderlands 3, I'm still watching you. Gearbox, you might be saying it's not coming at E3. I'm sorry. Walmart Canada says it's coming. I'm not buying the fact you're saying it's not there. It's probably going to be there. I'm telling you. Also, there was a little bit of some breaking news over the last couple of days about Sony's E3 press conference leaked. And what we could be seeing, backwards compatibility on the PlayStation 4. We'll talk about that sort of backwards compatibility, but we'll kind of figure that out. Also on the show today, of course, I have a moment I want to share with my dearly departed Xbox One. We're going to get into that, a little Dear John letter that I had to my Xbox before I sent it away. What's up, Sausage? Great to have Sausage in the house. I was having a tender moment, and then Sausage just shows up. What's up, buddy, dude? Great to see you here. And, of course, as I mentioned earlier, Points in the Bank. We're going to talk about Points in the Bank. What is going to happen on Monetize This tomorrow night? Is the Himmelgod going to cash in his massive duffel bag of points in the bank? Find out. I'm going to tell you about that later on tonight. So, let's get to it. As I mentioned just a few seconds ago, or maybe a minute ago, or whatever, I said goodbye to Xbox. I said goodbye to my Xbox One. I'm a little disappointed right now. It's your boy. Hey, my head looks like... Thanks. I guess I should take that as a compliment. I guess Adam Sandler has one too, but I appreciate it. It's your boy. Greatly appreciate that, dude. But I can't stop laughing at that, dude. Thanks. I kind of maybe do look like an egg. Do I got that little egg thing going? No, if I keep it like this, I'd be like Conehead. But I've said goodbye to my Xbox. And it was a sad moment to let it go. I felt there was reasons why. Thanks for just kidding. But I had to make a decision, a very key decision. But I wrote a Dear John letter to my Xbox to say goodbye and continue on with Sony and Nintendo like I've been for a long time. But I wanted to share this little tender moment saying goodbye to my Xbox. I know it sounds all weird, but what the hell. So here it goes. As I read this, guys, I got to read the letter, okay? So that means I might be looking down a lot instead of looking at you guys. I'm looking down because it was a letter. So anyway, Dear Xbox, this is a rough time for the two of us. As I was writing this, I was struggling to find the words to say without hurting your feelings. But let's face facts. This needed to happen. The time has come where I believe that the two of us must part ways. Now, before you harakiri yourself into a red ring-induced death, please allow me the time to explain why I made this difficult decision. Cue the sad music. Now, I'm not going to harp too much on 2013. Before that dreadful day of Don Matrick-inspired draconian society filled with always online, DRM, and 24-hour check-ins while spying on me with your all-seeing eye of a Kinect. We were happy. I'm sad now. Just kidding, I'm not crying. We enjoyed each other's company in a 360 love fest filled with plenty of Master Chief adventures and even Marcus Phoenix awe-inspiring gore-filled chainsaw kills. Who doesn't love Gears of War? Come on, man, it's great. Being online was a blast on Xbox Live as we grew our circle of friends into a community, something that was big with Xbox. Whether we were pew-pewing with our guns, saving countless worlds, or just racing to the Forza Horizon Festival in our high-priced souped-up cars, times were definitely good. I felt like nothing could get in the way of our everlasting friendship. Alas, I was wrong. Now, before there was you, my friend, there was another. Back in the days following the infamous console wars, when there really was one, between Nintendo and Sega, there was this other friend. His name was PlayStation. And damn it, let me tell you, those times with myself and Sony were awesome. Sneaking around espionage style with Snake, fighting badasses like Heihachi, even hanging out in unique places like Liberty City and Vice City before you had them, were experiences that were second to none. Even Dante was awesome. Don't judge me. I was a different person back then with growing needs. Besides, it led me to you. During your time of changes 5 years ago, I flirted with my old friend once again. Truthfully. I have to tell you that seeing PlayStation again after all those years and its fourth generation put a smile on my face. He was everything that you weren't, and he kept telling me greatness awaits. Sure, I waited for this greatness to finally arrive, and when it did, my feelings for you, Xbox, changed. Forever. Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Spider-Man, Days Gone, Uncharted 4, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us Part 2. The list of amazing exclusives was continuously growing, and my hype went to like a new level of overdrive. The euphoria was amazing. It was overwhelming. I was riding on cloud 9. But then I would look back at my old friend, Xbox, and see what you had for me. Sure, you made an upgrade and called yourself the world's most powerful console, but all I saw was a cow getting milked for everything it had. Some guy named Locke was taking the place of Master Chief. Marcus Phoenix was getting old. And Forza was still bringing the beloved car porn yearly, to the point I was like, eh. You sold me on nostalgia with all our old memories of the past through your backwards compatibility. It was amazing. While all that was fine for a quick fix, sadly there was something missing. The lack of quality new experiences. The thought of pirating through the seas sounded fun, but the experience was empty. Post-apocalyptic zombie world survival sounded like something right up my alley, but I was severely flawed. All I can think about was what went wrong. You tried to make it up to me with a ton of old school Star Wars games, but even that couldn't fix the damage that was already caused. In closing, Xbox, I just want you to understand that my needs have changed. It's not you, it's me. I just want more variety in my life. A power upgrade is just not enough. As I game on with Sony and Nintendo for the foreseeable future, I'll still remember the fun times we had. In time, while you wait collecting dust at the nerdy pawn shop known as GameStop, you'll probably forget about me as they lobotomize you for a new user. Hopefully they will treat you well just like I did and not use you as a 4G PUBG/Fortnite fad box only to discard you later. Maybe sometime down the road we will meet again under better circumstances. But until then, good luck in all your future endeavors. P.S. Say hi to Phil and Larry for me. If you don't know what I mean, that's Phil Spencer and, of course, Larry Herb, Xbox Live's Major Nelson, who, by the way, I have actually met. Great guy, Major Nelson, who I met back in 2009 at Microsoft's Redmond campus. Really awesome opportunity to get a chance to meet him during the pre-PAX event that we had over there. So it was pretty awesome. Speaking of PAX, by the way, tickets on sale right now if you guys want to get badges for PAX Prime in Seattle. That's coming up in August, late August, Labor Day weekend. Badges went on sale today. They could be sold out by now, so you might want to go check in on that, just to throw you guys a little reminder about PAX badges. But anyway, back to the whole Xbox thing, saying goodbye to Xbox, getting away from it for now. Xbox is not really bringing much to the table. Now, E3, they could blow us all away. They have a 2-hour press conference coming up that day. Of course, they're going to show lots of games. Majority probably going to be third party, as expected. It could be more than 75-80% third party. A portion of indie games, and maybe throw in a few exclusives. Some of which I've heard of, the Halo and Gears of War. And on next week's show, we're going to talk about that as we get into E3 mode. Okay, I mean, total freaking E3 mode. Predictions and everything, and start talking about press conferences, what we might see, and whether it's going to impress me or not. We're going to talk about that next week, so we're going to get into it. But they haven't really done much. And if anyone who has an Xbox knows this, we've seen a lot of their exclusives are low quality. Sea of Thieves missing content. Obviously, they just released some new content lately about the Megalodon shark, so I thought that was pretty neat. But how long is that really going to hold someone to go ahead and play that when your game is pretty much empty and more than half of the user base that was using that game is gone? They're not going to come back. They're done for them. Most of them got it on Xbox Games Pass for $10 a month. That ended. They're gone. Same thing's going to happen in State of Decay 2 right now, where the user base is disappearing. And we're going to see those numbers get lower, even though they're going to patch the game. But you could throw all the patches in the world on that thing. Still not going to change the fact that it's just not going to work out. By the way, Sausage, thank you for hosting. Greatly appreciate it. I just caught that you were hosting, so I greatly appreciate you hosting. It's a sad time right now for Xbox. User count is not very high for them. They probably sold maybe around 32, 33 million. The EA report really sent things into a nosedive for them. And now they're trying to do as much damage control as possible. E3 might help change things. We're hearing a lot of rumors. Rumors about a sequel to Sunset Overdrive. We're hearing about a Perfect Dark game. We're hearing about all sorts of stuff that they might bring to the table, which might sound interesting. But we're also hearing that Crackdown 2 is delayed again to 2019. Maybe it's because it's still half-ass, and they got to actually put out a game that's of good quality. Thought about that one, Microsoft. Obviously, they'll show it at E3, but in the back of our minds, we're all going to know the game is delayed. We don't know when we're going to see it, and for most people, they're probably just not going to care. And to me, that's a shame, and it's going to suck, but that's just how it is. It blows. Now, what I'd love to know is how much time they're going to spend talking about fucking Minecraft at this press conference, because they're always going to talk fucking Minecraft for like 15, 20, who knows, maybe 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I'll probably rather go make a fucking sandwich because I don't want to hear about Minecraft. But, hey, if you like Minecraft, that's your thing. Whatever. It is what it is. Obviously, they'll probably get into other things like PUBG or whatever, even though I think Sony might talk about that a little bit, because I think PUBG is coming to Sony this fall. So, Xbox, figure shit out. Sony and Nintendo seem to have something going right now. Nintendo especially, because they're ready to go ahead and surpass Xbox in sales by the end of this year. I've said this before on a previous episode. They're going to get it done. Sony right now, where the PlayStation is much better than what Xbox is. You are absolutely right, Steve. They're nailing it. And with the exclusives they're going to show this year, they're still on point. They're still getting it done. They're still in that position to be the top dog, even though they kind of don't have to try as hard because of how they're dominating. But the Switch is going to start catching up on them, sort of, in the coming years. Even though when they release a new console, the Switch will still be, still doing what it's doing. But momentum clearly on Sony's side, momentum clearly on Nintendo's side. Xbox, man, the Xbox division needs to figure it out, or we may never see an Xbox 2. And then speaking of some of the stuff that they've revealed, how about this? I mean, the last episode of Inside Xbox, which I think was a couple weeks ago, they showed off a new Halo game called Halo Fireteam Raven, I think it's called. And people were thinking, oh, it's going to be on Xbox, and only to find out it's an arcade game for Dave and Buster's. What about Xbox? How come they don't get the game, right? And just recently, they've announced Miami Streets, it's sort of like a drag racing game, but it's for Windows 10 PC. What about Xbox? What do they have? Why are we being kept so much in the dark about their stuff? Billy Ricky, what's up? Thank you, Billy Ricky. Fucking legend. Man, you are the fucking legend, brother. Billy Ricky's probably going to see another Moab show up on Saturday. You never know. King of hype, man. He takes care of his boys. But Xbox has got some troubles right now. They need to figure shit out. When I've said for the past few weeks that it's do or die for them, it is do or die for Microsoft. They need to get shit done, get it done right, and nail a 2-hour show, or they're fucked. They are absolutely fucked. And thanks, Billy Ricky. I was brought down. I think you better reinforce your house because I smell another Moab coming. Get ready for that on the warm-up show, folks. If you guys aren't following Billy Ricky, you need to go follow Billy Ricky, man. Because he had some Moabs dropped on him last week, and I smell another Moab coming up. We're talking about Xbox right now, Billy Ricky. I had a Dear John letter, in case you guys, since you missed it. I had a little Dear John about my Xbox. So I thought I'd go ahead and let you know about that. But Microsoft needs to nail it. A lot of rumors running around about this Gears of War game that's coming up. A lot of rumors running around about the new Halo game. That it may not be what we think it is. So we're going to get into that on next week's episode when we talk about E3 and mention some of the stuff that we could see. And we'll make sure that you guys get fully prepared, what you're going to expect, and what surprises we may still see from all these companies. So I think it's very interesting. Well, I want to get into Sony about their leaks lately. If you've seen these leaks, which are mostly PR, there's supposedly a list of Sony's E3 press conference that made it online just in the last day or so. And I thought this was very interesting because there's something on that list that really got my attention. A couple of things got my attention. We already know the basics. Ghost of Tsushima is going to be there. Death Stranding is going to be there. The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be there. And I'm thinking of the fourth game right off the bat. Is it Days Gone? It might be Days Gone is going to be there. I think there's another game. But they say they're taking deep dives into some of their... Oh, Spider-Man. Spider-Man's the other one. It's going to have these deep dives to show the game and everything that they're going to have on stage. PS4 Pro is more of your 4K style unit. Death Stranding is going to be awesome because that's Kojima, baby. That's fucking Kojima. You know you want to get into that shit. Definitely want to check out Death Stranding because I'm really interested in it. It looks really weird as fuck, but I'm really interested to see what it's going to be. But there were some other games that were shown there on this list. Couple that got my attention. One was Vanquish 2. Vanquish 2, the sequel to that awesome game back in 2010. And you got Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain for free. Hell yeah, man. I got it for free. Hell yeah, dude. On Xbox Gold. Fucking Billy Ricky savage, bro. I love you, man. I love Billy Ricky. But speaking of Metal Gear, we'll talk about Metal Gear in a second because there's another Metal Gear announcement coming for PlayStation. But they showed Vanquish 2 on the list. And we haven't seen a Vanquish game since 2010. And I remember that game. I played it on my Xbox through backwards compatibility, and I had it back then. That game was awesome as fuck. Absolutely awesome game. It's so freaking badass. It's a shooter. The character has a Solid Snake style to him, even though he's not a sneaking guy. He's straight out all fucking offense, all out there destroying shit and destroying robots and other stuff. It made me feel like I was playing one of those games in a little arcade with the big fucking guns and sitting there shooting those things all across the screen. It felt like that, dude. Yakuza hype, yes. Yakuza Kiwami 2 was on the list because we know we're getting another Yakuza game this summer. This has been brought up before, but there will be Yakuza Kiwami 2, which is a remaster of Yakuza 2, which is going to be unveiled on their stage as well, supposedly, according to these leaks. We already know it's coming this summer, which I think is going to be in August, but we already know that this is a remaster. We're going to get that, and I've already announced that Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 will also be coming to PS4 at some point. So we're going to see that. Shenmue 3 was on this list. If you guys remember a few years ago, I would say maybe at least 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, they unveiled through Kickstarter Shenmue 3. And I'm big on fucking Shenmue. I love Shenmue's 1 and 2, which, by the way, are getting remastered and coming to all the consoles and PC. But Shenmue 3 is the one we're really hyped for because this thing has been fully funded for Kickstarter, and we haven't seen anything yet, and we want more. By the way, Billy Ricky, thank you for the all that shit there on Twitter. I greatly appreciate the retweet and all that stuff. Send a little message, send some hype over on the Twitter. Greatly appreciate it, Billy Ricky. But I want to see Shenmue 3. I think we're going to see it on stage. Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be on stage, the show. We knew this was kind of coming because I made a prediction that it's going to be out this year. I really believe it's going to be out this year. I think we're talking October. And thank you, Billy Ricky. It's going to be October. Billy Ricky's my boy, man. I want to do stuff with Billy Ricky. I'm telling you, dude. Hyped to fucking work with Billy Ricky. But we could play games freaking anytime, dude, bro. We'd have so much fucking fun. But anyway, get back to what I was talking about. Shenmue 3, I want to see gameplay. Kingdom Hearts, I'm so hyped for it because I love the series, even though I can't make sense over half the shit that's going on in the damn story, but I want to know what's going on in Kingdom Hearts 3. We had a Kingdom Hearts 3 premiere that happened not too long ago where people were able to actually play the game, and so we think that this game's a lot farther along than we thought, and I think we might see it this year. I'm talking October, Broketober, as we might as well call it, because every fucking game's coming out in October, you know? So it's going to be fucking insane. Devil May Cry with 5 was on the list. So we might see Devil May Cry 5. We've been hearing about this one for a while, to see Devil May Cry 5. And obviously we'll get the old school Dante, you know, the older Dante, not emo Dante. We're going to get the Dante that we really want, you know, and the silver hair and all, and whooping ass. That's the game I want to see, so Capcom's got really something going. But speaking of Capcom, they had something else on this list. The Resident Evil 2 remake. Now, I swear, as I'm reading this list, it feels everything is too good to be fucking true, right? This is way too much. I mean, they would blow everybody away if they're going to go unveil all this stuff, right? To play your exclusives along with all this other stuff. And I think Sony's got a little bit of the marketing and publishing a bit for Devil May Cry 5, right? Just like they had for Street Fighter. I don't know if it's going to be completely exclusive, but what the fuck? They got something going on over there. But, dude, if they announce all these games, Resident Evil 2 remake, we've been hearing about this for a while. Some rumors have spread about it. That it's going to be over the shoulder a la Resident Evil 4 style with the Resident Evil 2 remake. And it's still going to keep its survival horror style gameplay. I'm hyped as fuck for that. I'm sure anyone else in here would be hyped as fuck for something like that. I'd be down for it. Just don't make it like Resident Evil 6. But still, get me hyped up for that shit because I really want to play something like that and get going for it. But I think that was big. A big announcement. But here's one that's a good kicker. Metal Gear Solid 3 remaster. They're going to remaster Metal Gear Solid 3. Not a pachinko machine or any of that bullshit. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater getting fully remastered for the PS4, Xbox One, all that stuff. It's coming to all consoles. But this one seems to be a bit more legit. So if you love Metal Gear, this is going to be a great year for you. You know, even for Billy Ricky, who got Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, now you're going to get Snake Eater remastered. Hell yeah, that was one of the best freaking Metal Gear games ever. I'm looking forward to that one. I want to fucking play that. That's the one game I'm really like, dude, give me that fucking game. But you know what? I'd rather see all of them. Why can't we have a legacy collection with all the games? Give me all of them. I want my original Metal Gear again. Maybe we might get that. Because Snake Eater is the shit, dude. It's going to be awesome. There was something spotted in the PlayStation Store in the past few days. If you caught this, it was pretty quick and it got removed because it leads into probably one of the biggest things that's going to come for PlayStation 4. They had Best of PlayStation 3 listed on the PlayStation Store. I shit you not. We may be getting another backwards compatible style announcement at E3 to play your old PlayStation games. Now, I don't know if this means if you're going to be able to put the disc in and actually play it. Don't know. But we've seen it in the PlayStation Store that they're going to offer them digitally. Also, the rumor is that you might be able to play your PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games on the console. We've heard that one before, but right now it's starting to feel a little bit more legitimate. We already have PlayStation 2 games digitally in the marketplace, but now we might see PlayStation 1 games as well, if they're able to bring those back. You know, it would be really cool if I could take those PlayStation 1 games I already bought digitally through the store and be able to play them on my PS4. That would be great. Of course, they probably won't allow us to do that because, you know, Sony's about making that money. We got to make all that dollars. You know, that's how it is. Make it rain. That's what we got to do. But it looks legit that we're going to get some sort of backwards compatibility announcement, that they finally made it happen. If they do, and they have, say, a true backwards compatibility, which can be done, obviously, we've seen it with PS2 and maybe PS1 games will be able to work. PS3, still a little worried there because you got the cell technology versus what the x86 that they have in there now. But this leads me to believe that backwards compatibility is going to be a thing. It's going to be real. It's listed on this leak. And if this leak is real and everything is following down the line, this could be a thing. And it will blow the fucking roof off. If you thought when they announced original Xbox and Xbox 360 backwards compatible games and it blew the roof off of Microsoft's press conference, wait till you see what it does at Sony's. It's going to blow the fucking roof off. Everyone's going to go nuts. They're going to be trying to put in their PS1 and PS2 and PS3 games into their PS4s right away just to see if it fucking works. Now, of course, if it's just available through the store, may not be as hot, but if they're able to take their discs and play, so if I could take my old Star Wars games like Battlefront and everything and start throwing them in there and start playing, hell yeah. It will be a Moab, Billy Ricky. Absolutely will be a fucking Moab if that's true. If it's true. I mean, mine will be blown. Absolutely fucking blown. Speaking of another remaster that could be announced, we heard about this news today. The original Borderlands is getting a remaster. We're going to see it remastered for PS4, Xbox One. Don't know yet of a Switch version, but it's also coming to PC. So we're going to have the original Borderlands, a game that I loved. I love the original Borderlands. Borderlands 2 was a lot funnier and entertaining than the original, but still the original was really cool. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Hell, man, I don't even know if I even platinumed that game. I don't think I did, but I think I hit almost all the achievements on Xbox because I originally played it there on the Xbox 360. I learned about it back in the pre-PAX show that they had at Microsoft's Redmond campus back in 2009 when I went there and got to meet Randy Pitchford and everybody. But I'm still holding out for you on that Borderlands 3. Walmart Canada, they ain't lying right now. That shit's all fucking legit right now. So you could sit there and tell me it's not going to be there, but it'll be there. But the original Borderlands is going to get remastered. No word on a date yet. But I'm pretty sure we'll get an announcement around E3 time. And we will get Borderlands. And if we do, man, we need to set up some squads so we can sit there and play that game because Borderlands was awesome. Hell, I do it with Borderlands 2 right now in pre-sequel. I have those on my PS4. You guys want to join in on that? I got to make that a fucking game night so we can all play. I might be a little low level on those characters right now compared to what I had on Xbox. But still, love fucking Borderlands. It's like one of my favorite games of all time. I love playing Borderlands. It's just the most fun for me to really get into. I mentioned earlier Lego DC Supervillains, a game that was also rumored or actually put on the Walmart Canada leak. See? More and more legit. Borderlands 3. I'm holding you to this right now. Get some Borderlands hype in this motherfucker. But Lego DC Supervillains was announced. Obviously now legit. It looks like you get to play as the villains, and the superheroes of the DC universe are not around, so you're going to play as the villainous characters. I thought that was very interesting. Looks pretty cool. I don't know if I would buy it, but because my love of the Lego games is starting to kind of fall a bit, but it sounds really interesting and pretty cool. But it was just recently announced yesterday. They had a teaser trailer put out, and I'm pretty sure we'll see a little bit more come E3. So let's get to the two bigger ones I want to get into. So first, I want to get into Fallout 76. Unveiled yesterday. They had a little hype going on it for the day before, and Bethesda officially revealed the next title in the Fallout franchise. And although we really were hoping for Fallout 5, hell, even Bobbit, Bobbit said to me, "Hey, bro, are you hyped for Fallout 6? Fallout 6? What the hell are you talking about? We haven't had 5 yet." But we were thinking Fallout 5. We were thinking remaster of Fallout 3. We were thinking maybe they do another spin-off game like New Vegas. But, and speaking of Fallout 3, it would be celebrating its 10th anniversary this year. So I was thinking remaster. But instead, we get Fallout 76. So what exactly is Fallout 76? So we got some word on it because the teaser trailer didn't really give us much at all. But now we want to know what it is. So nothing's been officially revealed, although according to some sources that are out there, Fallout 76 is a survival-based online RPG. I don't think it's an MMO or anything like that, but they're saying a survival-based online RPG. Based on the line heard in the teaser trailer, which was Rod Serling, by the way, when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. So it sounds like we're going to get base building, kind of like what we saw in Fallout 4, but still some other information that we still don't know about yet. So there's still a lot of details we don't know. We have to wait until the Bethesda E3 press conference on Sunday, June 10th, where we will learn more about Fallout 76. So there's a little significance about what Fallout 76 is. If you guys have heard in previous games, those of you guys who are Fallout fans might have heard of Vault 76. All right, so let me kind of give you a little history here of what Vault 76 is. Vault 76 was opened in the year 2076. I'm talking about in the game, not real life. We're not in 2076, but in the year 2076, Vault 76 was opened. The vault was expected to stay sealed for a period of 20 years, and it would open in the year 2097. Okay, now based on the teaser trailer, we see a date on the Pip-Boy, which is dated October 27th, 2102. So 5 years later. This means this is 25 years after the Great War between the United States and China, which is the Fallout series is based on. Vault 76 obviously was mentioned in Fallout 3 on a Citadel computer terminal and during an audio log during Mothership Zeta DLC. So there's a little history there talking about Vault 76. Also in Fallout 4, Vault 76 was discussed by a news announcer. So obviously there's been a lot of buildup of this vault. Supposedly the location of Vault 76 is in the DC area, which is back Fallout 3. However, you couldn't get to Vault 76 on the map. There was no Vault 76 on there, in case you guys are going to go look saying, "Oh, where's Vault 76? No, it's not there. It doesn't exist in the game. They only talk about it through the logs and the computers and stuff like that. So we've heard about this vault, we just never really seen it. And through this trailer, we're seeing all these things where I say base building could come in. Maybe this is a little bit of what we saw like Fallout Shelter and stuff like that. Maybe you're a bit of an overseer, putting together a vault. Yeah, it's going to be a prequel. It is a prequel to the modern Fallout games. So Vault 76, like I said, was supposed to be up in 2097. But if you look at the other Fallout games, you're talking 100 years later, 200 years later. So that's why you're seeing all these events that are going to take place. And but I think there's going to be some base building, maybe some city building. They're talking about rebuilding everything after the war, after the fallout. So where do we go from there? And but I think a lot of base building is going to be involved in this game. Supposedly there's be a mission-based structure, as we said, online survival style of game. They're thinking it's in West Virginia. Could be wrong. We have heard the West Virginia rumor as well, and a lot of people also pointed to DC because it was mentioned that in the Citadel computer that it was in the around the DC area. So we just never really saw it on the map. But again, West Virginia could also be a location. So it's a great point you bring up. Still around near, closer to the DC area that was mentioned. Of course, the idea of Fallout 3. But yeah, there's a lot that we got to talk about eventually with this Vault 76. Obviously, there's a lot of backstory about it. There's a lot to talk about this vault, what it means, what it brings to the table. What are we going to do in this vault? Because obviously we saw a lot of video in the teaser trailer about inside the vault. We saw like a soccer field and a whole bunch of other stuff. They talked about Reclamation Day, which is when they were going to open the vault and everybody comes out. I don't think you're going to see horror elements. We'll get some combat, obviously. Some people were trying to point out Battle Royale. I don't think it's a Battle Royale at all. If it is, that would really suck. I don't want to see any type of Battle Royale coming out of this Fallout game. Let's also talk about Pokemon Go. Any guys ever played Pokemon Go? That was on your mobile phones and you went around town looking for fucking Pokemon. I did it. I admit, I did it. I used to drive by locations just to go get Pokeballs and all this other shit. I did it for a while. And my gym actually had like a place to battle, like a gym to go ahead and battle other Pokemon inside my actual gym. But Pokemon is lit. Hell yeah, man. So I played quite a bit of Pokemon back in the day. And we got some Nintendo news yesterday about what's called Pokemon Let's Go, a brand new Pokemon game, which is based a lot on Pokemon Go, except now you're playing on Nintendo Switch. And I've got some information about Pokemon Go and what it's all about. Let's see here. So it's tailored, of course, towards a younger audience. Pokemon Go obviously is its major influence. You'll be able to catch Pokemon. I don't think you can bring over your Pokemon Go stuff over to Pokemon Let's Go, which I don't think can happen. However, you'll be able to create a trainer and all that stuff and build Pokemon. They have this in 2 editions, which is Pikachu and Eevee. It has been said that you cannot evolve those 2 Pokemon, but you can evolve all the other Pokemon in the game. You'll be able to use your Switch controllers and use motion control, like you're throwing a Pokeball at them, or you're trying to attack the various Pokemon. You still have gyms, and you're going to be able to face off people through the computer as well as online. I would not to get robbed for my Switch down the street. You know that, right, Billy Ricky? But you're going to be able to catch all these Pokemon. Obviously, I think it's more of a living room style setting. Didn't really see much of it in any other way. It looks like they have various environments. You can walk around the environments and collect. So you're going to be able to collect all these Pokemon. They did show Mewtwo in the trailer. So, TSS2, what's up, buddy? Great to see you in here. But you're going to be able to catch all these different Pokemon. Battle, of course, other players online. They're going to have various environments for you to go around, look for stuff, so you'll be able to raise Pokemon, evolve them. Everything that you expect in Pokemon is going to be here. But also, that's not the only Pokemon-related announcement. Other things they mentioned is that they're going to have a Pokeball. Like a controller, you can use your freaking Pokeball. Don't throw it at the screen, but you can simulate throwing it to go catch the other Pokemon. So they're going to have Pokeballs. I know that just sounds weird. I got fucking big-ass Pokeballs. No, they're going to have Pokeballs you're going to be able to use, and you can take them out in the street with you. I think there was a part of a trailer where the woman had it, and she was able to pet that thing a little bit, and you would hear noises of the Pokemon that are inside. So I thought that was pretty neat of the various Pokemon that you're able to get in the game and take it all around with you. So I thought that was pretty cool. But also another Pokemon game was announced. No title for this yet, but it's more of the core Pokemon experience, which is going to be out in 2019. So we'll get the Pokemon Let's Go, I think, this year, and another Pokemon game for late next year. So a lot of Pokemon going on right now if you're a big Pokemon fan and you want to go around catching them all as usual. You're going to be able to go ahead and do that, but on your Nintendo Switch, which is the whole purpose of Pokemon Let's Go. And I'm really psyched about it. I'm definitely going to be playing it. My nephew's going to probably be all over it when he's over at my house and wants to go ahead and play. Let's see. There's a way to... Oh, wait. Actually, I just read this now off of Polygon. There will be a way to transfer Pokemon caught in Pokemon Go to Pokemon Let's Go. So if you have Pokemon Go on your phone, you'll be able to transfer it over via Bluetooth. There you go. Confirmed. So you will be able to do that. You don't... Of course, the Pokeballs are not required. Thank God I read this part, because I kind of just got most of this news today as I was preparing for the show. There will be co-op also, so you'll be able to play the game co-op with a friend on the same screen. So I thought that was really interesting. And of course, as I said, all your Pokemon Go stuff comes to Pokemon Let's Go. So very interesting, really cool. But a core Pokemon game coming in late 2019. So plenty of Pokemon there on your Switch. You got the Pokken Tournament. You're going to now have Pokemon Let's Go this year in 2 different versions. And then, of course, a brand new Pokemon adventure coming in 2019 to the Nintendo Switch. I'm telling you, man, Switch is on fucking fire. They're on fucking fire releasing all these games. And I'm still psyched for games like Metroid 4 and Super Smash Brothers right now. I'm excited for those. And then eventually we're getting another Star Fox, even though I think it's kind of a racing style game. Speaking of racing games, they announced another Sonic racing game as well, which is coming, I think either this year or early next year. But they did announce a new Sonic. So, a lot of stuff really to go through. E3 is going to be fucking lit, even though I feel it's a little bit more irrelevant that they're giving all the fucking goodies away. It's like everyone else says, oh, fuck all these press conferences. We'll just reveal our shit on a live stream. Or throw a trailer out there. Or we'll just have a PR company make up some leak. Hey, my brother, sister's cousin's former roommate, Spaceballs reference there, is a janitor over at Sony, and they announced backwards compatibility. Yay. Shit's becoming more and more real. What we got here? Cock Warlock 69420. They will ruin Star Fox with a racing platform. Yeah, we've heard this. I think that's real. They've been talking about this a lot lately, and it seems to be more and more legit as the day goes on. Kind of miss the days of the old Star Fox, of how awesome that game was. So hopefully they don't fuck it up, but I don't really want a racing game. I want more of the old Star Fox back again. TSS2 saying, I was hoping the Sonic racing game was a remake to Sonic with better controls. The soundtrack was great. I love the old Sonic racing games. That Sonic Racing Transformed was a lot of fun. I really hope that... I wanted to see more of that, you know, but then again, I got Mario Kart 8 that kind of does the same shit, you know. But I really love that game, and I wanted to see more of it. And unfortunately, you know, we're going to have something different. The roster obviously is going to be a lot smaller in this one, so you're not going to have any Danica Patricks or Wreck-It Ralphs or anything like that, like they had in the previous games, or Banjo-Kazooie that they had in there. I think the roster's down to about 15 characters based on power and speed and the ability for driving. So a little bit more information as it comes along. Maybe next week I'll have a little bit more about the Sonic racing game that's coming up. And obviously it's going to be revealed a lot at E3 that people are going to get the chance to see it. Sega could be a big player this year, especially with the Vanquished sequel, which I mentioned could be coming because Sega was the publisher for that game. Sega's also the publisher for Yakuza Kiwami 2. Dude, a lot of stuff coming up. Awesome fucking games. But next week we're going to have a big E3 show next Thursday. Again, we'll cover all the press conferences. We're going to cover everything. Hopefully I'll also be here online during the actual press conferences, reacting live and seeing if a lot of our predictions come true during the E3 weekend. We'll get into all the press conferences, talk about those, and take some of the highlights, even some of the lowlights, and some of the cringe-worthy fucking moments that came out of E3. Because I guarantee you're going to see quite a few of them, EA. But we're going to get a lot of cringeworthy stuff and a lot of stuff you wonder why they're even talking about it. We've seen a lot of shit. We've seen a lot of good. And we'll see what comes out of it. But we'll be talking a lot about E3 next week. Finally on the show tonight, guys, we all know what tomorrow night is. Monetize this on Joe Cronin's Corrupted Podcast channel at around 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The belt is on the line. The Monetize This championship is on the line tomorrow. Ken's coming in with the belt, but I'm afraid he's not leaving with it. What am I going to do with points in the bank? I have points in the bank. Joe Cronin has points in the bank. D Moon's got points in the bank. We got 3 people with points in the bank tomorrow. I feel like the main part of the title hunt for the first few hours of the show is going to be irrelevant until the ending. How is it going to end? Will Joe Cronin's cock-must-win show up again and spam the fucking donations? I have an idea of how this is going to go. So, this may not be a prediction, but a spoiler alert. Thanks, Paul Heyman. But, here's how I think it's going to go down tomorrow. What am I going to do? What is D-Moon going to do? What is Joe going to do? It all comes down to who's going to win in these final 10-15 minutes of the show on that countdown. Everything else is meaningless. Everything else is going to be like, whatever, throw points to whoever, But the final 10-15 minutes of that counter, that timer, that when they do the timer countdown, is going to decide everything. We're hearing stuff like the Goon's going to drop negative point donations tomorrow to the pot, which is going to change everything. Because who knows what's going to happen. I can tell you what I'm going to do. I ain't going to do shit. I'm going to do nothing for the first part of the show. Why should I? I'm known to go ahead and drop a donation for Schleppy, or like I did for Schleppy last week, like I did for Joe Compton, who was a veteran, by the way. And it was Memorial Day, and it was a great thing to go ahead and put him on the board, only to watch Joe Cronin's cock-must-win take points from him, which I thought was kind of a fucked up move because, dude, he's a veteran. Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. Not cool, dude. You don't go after our armed forces guys. But don't expect me to drop points early on for other people, because it's the end of the show that's going to be the big difference maker. So here's how I see it playing out. There's a very strong possibility that when the timer ends, Ken could be the one standing winning. There's a very strong possibility of this. And here's my reasoning why. Joe Cronin's got points in the bank. No one's going to go forcing Joe Cronin donations during the show. You'll see a few. Joe Cronin will be in the race, and he might take a lead a little bit, but towards the end, I think that Ken's going to come out on top at the end. You got a guy like Broken Lion who will make sure that Ken falls on top and get the win. If that happens, Ken's going to celebrate, but it's not going to last long. It's going to be short because a cash-in is coming. And the cash-in is going to come from one or two people. It's either going to be Joe or it's going to be D-Moon. Remember, D-Moon's running out of time to cash in those points in the bank. So at some point, we're still waiting for D-Moon to cash in points. All right? He's got over 2,000 points. That's not enough for Ken to recover from, because at most, maybe he gets 400 or 500. And you got a guy that's going to come in cashing over 2,000. So Joe Cronin could be the one that jumps in early and cashes in, or D-Moon's going to come in and cash in. If this happens, I have made a promise to D-Moon. And this comes back to when Bobbitt won the belt. Because D-Moon did not interfere in Bobbitt winning, I will not interfere if D-Moon cashes in. He knows this. But he's waiting for his chance. Of course, during that time, the Himmelgod did not, the Himmelgod did not get points in the bank yet. Now I have it. But tomorrow, Monetize This is not going to go the way you think. Oh, yes, it is. I'm telling you right now. But I smell a cash-in. Ken, it's not going to work for you. I love you, Ken, but it's not going to work. He's not going to walk away with the belt. Joe could come in with a cash-in very fast. D-Moon could come in with a cash-in very fast. And D-Moon's got the advantage with more points Although Joe has Joe Cronin's Cock Must Win, who's probably going to spam the shit out of a 10-minute timer, which is going to suck. I think for a lot of us, we all don't like when someone spams the donations. It sucks. Everyone deserves their voice on the show, and you got one guy doing it all. Listen, I don't hate the guy for doing what he did. It's just kind of fucking, wrong. But, like I said, if he does cash in, I will do nothing. Because Joe has mentioned that points in the bank is going to start becoming something special again and not happen all the time. So maybe once every 2 months, we might see points in the bank. If I could get Joe and D Moon to put in their points in the bank, I stand alone with 4,500 plus points. Who's going to stop me? No one. Belt's going to be mine. I just picked the time and place. Could I do it tomorrow? I'll be honest, my answer is no. I don't want to do it tomorrow. I just got it. I'm not ready to go ahead and give up my points in the bank yet. I got plenty of time to do this thing. And I have a time frame of when I want to do it. I could tell you it will happen in the next month. I want to edit you into that Godsmack song, I'd stand alone. Damn right. Because I'm going to be standing alone. Those guys cash in their points in the bank. And who's going to stop me? No one. No one. Who else donates that high? Who's going to donate $4,000 or $5,000 to stop me? No one. Belt's mine. But I don't need to win it right now. But I will say this. Tomorrow night, let's say Joe Cronin wins, and he still has his points in the bank, plus wins the points to get the belt. And say D Moon, Sammy says, I'll donate $4,000 if we could talk on Discord. What the fuck, Sammy? What the hell, dude? Dude, you don't need to do that, man. No, don't do that. Just to talk on Discord. Nah, dude, you don't need to do that, bro. Come on. It's funny as hell, but I don't want you to donate $4,000, dude. Come on, that's crazy. Crazy. I'd talk to you for free. You making it hype, Billy Ricky says, dude. But I tell you what, just say if Joe Cronin wins and D Moon does nothing. Say D Moon does not donate or drop his points at all. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it. Well, we'll definitely talk, man. We'll definitely talk. Definitely. See? Do it for free. I don't need to drop money for that. Himmelgod, wait a couple of years when I get a career. I'm going to break the donation record, says Broken Artie's goat. Good luck, man, because that donation record's going to probably go up again. I'm telling you. I have the donation record. What do you think we're going to do? I'm probably going to break it again. But if Joe does it and D Moon does not cash in, I could tell you this. I will wait till the final seconds of the show. That means hopefully y'all are willing to stay up till 4:35 in the morning. And I'll call Joe as he's getting ready to, just before he goes off the air, and say, I'm cashing in. Motherfucker, put 10 more minutes on that fucking clock because it ain't ending. Where are you going out like that? That's how I would do it. It will be unexpected. So, unexpected? What are you going to do? Put Tommy over? No way. That's not going to... Unless you want to put Fami in, because I'm down for Fami. All-nighter, baby. It could be an all-nighter tomorrow. That'd be crazy for me, because coming off of work, tired as fuck, and then probably winning a belt on top of that, be a great fucking weekend. Be a great fucking weekend. But I don't want to do it tomorrow. I don't. I have a plan when I want to do it, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Arctic Wolf. Thank you, Arctic Wolf. Love to talk to you also. Absolutely. You guys are going to, if you guys got PlayStation, hit me up with those user IDs, and I'll go ahead and send friend requests so I can get you guys in. And then when I can finally have decent internet in this joint and I don't have to stream off my phone, I can get party chat going with you guys on the Himmelgod Has Spoken. You'll be talking to me all the time. It'll be awesome. Just going ahead and throwing that info out there for you guys. Hell, we'll have Skype and everything going too. AJ Hoover, there it is. Okay, cool, I got you in there. AJ Hoover, so I'll send you something tonight, as we're just chatting right here towards the end of the show. So yeah, you could see a cash in. If you don't, I'm going to give you a little clue. See, even the Himmelgod has a birthday. Himmelgod's birthday is June 29th. The closer we get to June 29th is around the time I want to cash in. That's when I want to do it. All right? Because that would be like the perfect birthday present right there. I get all what I want for my birthday and then strap on the freaking Monetize This championship on top of it. Perfect. I'd love to have it right up here in Wisconsin. Take it all around. We'll head down to Milwaukee, head to the breweries. We'll head up to Green Bay, up to Lambeau, which is like 40 minutes away. Head up there with the belt. Head to Milwaukee with the belt. Head down to Madison with JP Baker. And go ahead and party with him with the belt. Oh. I prayed the Himmelgod and was blessed on May 15th. There you go, Broken Hardy's goat. But yeah, my birthday's coming up. I want to do it then. That's when I want to drop the points in the bank for the belt. Chances are the other guys cashed in already. I stand alone, baby. I stand alone and win this thing. That's what I'm looking at. I really don't want to do it tomorrow. Nightbot just destroyed my heart. Oh, man. Nightbot's being a bitch tonight. I'm sorry, Billy Ricky. Hasn't put out anything else I want, Nightbot. I have to deal with you. But yeah, tomorrow night could be hyped. Tomorrow night could be seeing a brand new... You're definitely going to see a brand new Monetize This champion. And you might be looking at him right now. Next week on the show, you might see me with a fucking belt over here on my shoulder with the Monetize This championship. It could happen. It could happen tomorrow. I got that duffel bag full of fucking points ready to fucking cash in, ready to go. But I'm hoping that D-Moon cashes in because I want him to win the belt. He deserves it. He's been holding it forever. I want him to do it. If he doesn't do it, you can almost bet your ass that the Himmelgod's coming in to take it. If that's what I got to do, I will do it. We'll see. Do I want Team Ken tomorrow night? Sure, I want Team Ken. I can't see myself cashing on a Ken. I can't. I don't want to do that to him. Joe probably will, but I won't. You know, if he wins, great. But he knows I'm out there. And I'll be waiting to take the belt from whatever it takes. Whoever it is. You want to know what's the ideal scenario? Someone brought this up last week. What if Leah wins tomorrow? And then we see D-Moon, the person who donates to points to Leah all the time, cash in on Leah. Who doesn't want to see that? I want to see that. I think that would be great. What if Joe cashes in on Leah? That would be awesome. What if Troy won tomorrow? F Ken, I want to see the Himmel champ, says Broken Hardy's go. You might see it. You might see it. I can tell you this. Tomorrow night on Monetize This, I will be there. Now, of course, I'm modding in the chat because I'm a moderator on the channel, so I'll be modding in the chat. So I'll be there. So, but I will make my presence known on the call in some way tomorrow. Mark it, book it, I will be there. Whether I cash in or I don't, I will be there. I will be staying in the fucking rafters like I usually am. It's gonna happen. Zombie 6666, here's a question. If Jack helped you on the horse... I know that joke. What good does he deserves another correct? I used to tell that joke to people. Come on, Zombie. Come with a good one. Hey, you know what, though, Zombie? If you watch Monetize This, you should ask that one to Tommy. Give that one to Tommy NC 2010. I think that would be great. Tell Tommy that question. I would love it. Hopefully we get to see Fami tomorrow. Hopefully Fami shows up again tomorrow because I'm looking forward to seeing more Fami. He says he wants to do more with Tommy tomorrow. Tommy, acknowledge your brother Fami. Okay? Acknowledge your brother Fami. I'm glad to hear that Fami is okay during your flash flooding event in Black Mountain. The only thing I wanted to ask was, hey, how's Fami? Is Fami okay? Is your brother okay? He can sit there going, you're not my brother. Tommy, laugh with us. Have fun, because we're just going to have fun with you again tomorrow. No shit. You show up on Monetize This, you know what's coming. Fami's coming, and we're all going to be in Fami fucking hype mode. I will be. And I'm looking forward to it. All right? Yeah, we know it's mellow yellow, but who cares? It's fun. Hopefully Tommy starts to learn to have fun. I really do. I know if any of you guys here are Tommy NC 2010 supporters, I'm a supporter of Tommy, okay? And I want to see Tommy laugh with us and have a good time. TSS, not Tommy or Tommy, but I think it will be like a Bobbit victory. A person will randomly get points, and that will be the person who will win. Yeah, that could happen, but is it going to stop someone from cashing in points in the bank? Because remember, I'm not going to do anything. It would suck because I would love to put Schleppy over tomorrow. Schleppy is the kind of guy I want to put for the belt. Renegade Joe Compton, a veteran who served in armed forces, deserves to get that belt. So yeah, I want to see someone else. I'd even want to see Fami win. Come on, how awesome would it be if Fami wins the belt before Tommy? That's going to happen. I can guarantee your ass that's going to happen. But anything can happen on Monetize This. And TSS, I'm not going to rule that out. I'm going to hold you to that one and think maybe something unexpected could happen. But remember, if it does, you're going to see a cash in. We all know this. A cash in is coming by somebody tomorrow. Could be me, more than likely not. I will give it maybe a 30% chance that I will cash in tomorrow. 30%. So I don't think it will happen. AJ Hoover, I might not be able to talk party chat, but I will be in a Twitch chat. There you go. Okay, we can work that up. Billy Ricky, anything can happen. Hashtag thug life. Yeah. We're going to see some thug life going on tomorrow during Monetize This. I can tell you that right now. Guys, let's go ahead and wrap things up here today. I want to thank everyone for being here on this episode. Yes, they're a little bit shorter right now because we don't have any games to go ahead and play right now because of bad internet. Because if I put it on, I'll lose my stream in a minute. It sucks. Probably everyone in the hotel's probably watching fucking Pornhub, and that doesn't fucking help. Probably my neighbors probably heard that. You're probably say, hey man, I'm trying to fucking jack off in here. You know, who knows? But thank you guys for being here today. Thank you guys for hanging out for the new episode here on episode 7. Episode 8 next week, as I said, E3 2018 hype. We're going to get fucking crazy in this shit. We're going to talk about E3. We're going to talk games. We're going to talk all sorts of shit. Is there going to be price drops? Is there going to be fucking any surprises still left after all these announcements and leaks that have been taking place? What is there left for us to find out on this show? Find out about some of the games that we've heard that are announced and any information. Is backwards compatibility on PS4 for real? We'll see. A lot of stuff to talk about and predict in the next week. As I said, a lot of live reaction coming up. I'm hoping to have Bobbit on here with me, Canadian Basement. Maybe we get D Moon and everybody to come in and react with us live during E3. I'm really looking forward to all that. Hope you guys come out and join us for it. Monetize This tomorrow night. Going to be lit as fuck. All right. Insomniac on Saturday night's going to be lit as fuck. The warm-up show with Billy Ricky's going to be lit as fuck. I'm telling you, a Moab is coming again on Saturday. So Billy Ricky, fortify your fortress, son. I'm coming to bomb that motherfucker. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode today. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, as all episodes do get uploaded to YouTube after they're done here on Twitch, hit that like button, hit subscribe, click on the bell. Greatly appreciate it. Those of you guys here first time on Twitch, make sure you guys click that follow. I greatly appreciate it. Unfortunately, I didn't see any notifications for it, for the follows. It didn't come up tonight. But if you do send a follow, I'll make sure I let it be known on Twitter at @highoctane_buzz. We are now only less than 10 away from 1,000 followers, guys. Let's make the fucking 1,000 follower hype fucking real. Let's make that happen. And maybe if we get there, maybe we could pull a giveaway for next week. That would be really fucking awesome. Of course, guys, YouTube and Twitch, make sure you guys are sending the follows here. YouTube.com/BuzzKillerB for any of you guys here live on Twitch. Of course, any of you guys who are watching this on YouTube, as you know, like, comment, subscribe. Greatly appreciate all the help and support. You guys are killing it on YouTube. Absolute beast. And, of course, here on Twitch, for those of you guys watching on YouTube, it's _Himmelgod. Make sure you guys follow over here, and you can get live Himmelgod Has Spoken episodes every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Guys, check it out. We're going to have a lot of fun this weekend. Hoping to get some gaming up for you guys. Probably not here on Twitch, but more on the YouTube side, since I can't really do Twitch that much in terms of live streaming here, except on my phone. So I'm planning to have more God of War coming up this weekend, as well as the Sega Genesis Classics and Street Fighter 30th anniversary. Thank you, my Dixie Wrecked. Yes, dude, I fucking love you, my Dixie Wrecked. Thank you for the follow, bro. Greatly appreciate it, man. You are awesome. As he comes in towards the end of the episode, though, thank you, my Dixie Wrecked, man. You're fucking awesome. I do see you on Monetize This and on Joe's stream, so greatly appreciate you, man. Also on Ken's streams, I do see you. So thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate it right here at the end of the show. Guys, I am Brian Himmelfarb, a.k.a. the Himmelgod, and soon to be Himmel Champ. Signing off for tonight. I'll see you guys for episode 8. Thank you guys for the shout outs. Thank you all for the love. Thank you all for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. You are my guy, my Dixie Wrecked. You're awesome. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. I'll see you on Insomniac. And of course, I will see you here on the next episode of the Himmelgod Has Spoken. And especially the warm-up show. Billy